further forward here as far as your rigging?
Yeah, one cool thing we got, and I'll turn this off real quick. So,
Got a power cord that comes through the
close
sewer
this
hose.
forward hatch for a second. One of the problems, we get these sliding hatches, and we do it so that it's easier to pull the spinnaker in, because the regular old Lumar hatches are pretty sharp on the corners.
Yeah.
Waterproofing these things is fairly tough. So if you stay right there, what I'm going to do is pump this air pump, and you're going to find what it is basically similar to a bicycle inner tube around the perimeter of that hatch. And that blows up, and that seals the hatch against the deck, keeps water from coming in.
Oh, nice.
And then when you want to release it, you just hit that button, and that lets the air out, and then you're able to open the hatch again.
And this is unique to Fox?
Yeah, it's been done before, like most things.
And that's embedded into the hatch itself?
Yeah, you can see it's that blue right there.
Okay. Lighter out here.
Yeah.
And more hydraulics up front.
Yeah, you've got that close one to you is the tack of the general staple, which goes up on a roller curler and clicks into a halyard lock on the mast, and then we just pull down the tack to whatever pressure we want with the hydraulic there.
Again, this is all lead aft.
It is, yep. And then up forward, obviously that's the headstay way up in the bow.
Okay. And some running lights, and who sleeps up there?
Yeah, nobody. We try to keep the weight out of the bow and pretty much move the weight aft all the time if possible.
Okay. Berths, you said you have 8.
Yep. So they're all, well, I got a little bit of stuff in them, but probably if we go down this side of the boat, it'll be a little easier to see. So you got 2 here in the middle of the boat. And then moving back, you got 2 more. So that's 4 per side, gives you 8 total.
Dave's disappearing in the darkness, but he's back there, trust us. So is that the preferred spot back there as far aft as you can get?
You know, the boat moves around a lot in the way back, so it's a little bit of a jerky ride if you're going to ride way back here.
Yeah.
My preferred spot is the upper bunk up there. It's nice and dry and kind of easy to get in and out of. But you know, really any of them are pretty good. It's a lot better than fixed bunks because you can adjust the height on them and you know, pretty comfy.
And this is aluminum?
It is, yeah. And they figure the aluminum's actually just as lightweight as any carbon would be.
Yeah. And back there we can barely see in the dark. You shine your lights back there in the superstructure in the back there.
Yeah, so it's all, you got some tube structure here in the middle of the boat. Some bulkheads. These are all the pedestal shafts for all the winches under deck here.
And taking a close look here, these are all similar. The transmission or gearbox.
Yeah, so this is all the latest Harken stuff. It's you know, it's oil bathed in there, so you can actually have a sighting lens here, and you can see into your gears and see if there's anything going wrong in there.
Yeah, and you carry spare parts that you can switch out underway or no?
Nope, we don't carry them. They're in the trailer. We've got them.
Okay. So if you did have a blowout on one of those,
you just top handle the winch or something like that. You know, there's enough winches up there that you can reroute stuff.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of things like the main sheet and the spinnaker sheets are under deck, but they actually have jammers under deck here that you can pull strings and jam off. You're not really going to be able to see those because we've got them in boxes that keep them waterproof, but those are down here. This is the remnants of the whole string drop reel that most of it's taken off right now, so this is just sort of the base.
Yeah.
And these are the spots where the reelers are normally mounted on the sides of the wall to take up all the sheets, but again, for offshore, just take that stuff out of here.
Okay. And here, this large tank we're looking at?
That's the fuel tank.
And that carries how many gallons of diesel?
I think it's about 25.
A little difficult to get the fuel into it.
Now you just put it right here.
But the hose from the dock, you have to bring your own tank can't get here?
No, the hose from the dock always reaches.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, that's never been a problem. It just comes right down the stairs and in, and
Okay.
you know the tank's translucent, so you can see your level pretty easily.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And those are pumps on the top there? They're just
Fire extinguishers.
fire extinguishers.
So this is just our quick release way to have those ready to go.
Okay. And I guess I'm sitting here at the nav station.
That is the nav station, and computer's not here right now, but basically it's just the top of the engine box. Now we've got a bunch of Velcro on it, and everything that goes in the nav station, the bags and all that, and the computer all just have Velcro on the bottom, so you can just sit them there. But the computer has a long enough cable that you can sit in the bunks with the computer and just sit back and relax and do any kind of navigating work there.
So the navigator gets the high side, or he takes the low side, or
Takes wherever it's empty. But you know, for the most part, all that stuff's done on deck with a tablet these days. So there's pretty little amount of stuff he actually does down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And battery capacity on one of these things for a long distance trip, is this something you can get to run the engine for to recharge the batteries? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. The engine has an alternator, and yeah, if you need a recharge, you just run it. I think we've got a couple 100 amp hours in the house bank though, so that's you know, you don't have to do it too often. Probably lasts almost a day before having to recharge. So.
Yeah, I just saw something on a core bank battery. Is that, am I using the right term? A new technology that.
There's a lot of them out there, and that's not exactly my specialty. So,
Okay.
you know, we're running lithiums. They're right here. So that's what we've got going.
How many you got in that bank?
There's just 2 big house batteries there.
And they'll last you how many hours?
It depends on exactly what all we're running, but you know, you can probably go about a day without having to charge.
Okay. And the head is.
That was up in the bow. We kind of missed it, I think.
Is that where the bucket is?